most top rock and metal and the best the underground has to offer. Rock Rage Radio. We are everywhere.
The town with the band on the mic, the vibe so right. Rock Rage Radio ignites the night with every story and every note. In the heart of the city, watch the energy float. An hour of magic, the scenes ablaze. Smoky spins the tunes, we're lost in a haze. Unleash the power, let the music soar. It's Smoky's feast, come feel the beat. We're rocking hard, can't take a seat. Bangers on blast, the party's alive. On Rock Rage Radio, we thrive and dive. We thrive and dive. From legends to newcomers, the crowd screams loud. They share their journeys, we're lost in the crowd. With the lights shining bright and the bass in your chest. When Smoky's on air, we know we're the best. Join this wild ride, let's make some noise. It's Smoky's feast, come feel the beat. We're rocking hard, can't take a seat. Bangers on blast, the party's alive. On Rock Rage Radio, we thrive and dive. We're rocking hard, can't take a seat. Bangers on blast, the party's alive. On Rock Rage Radio, we thrive and dive. Oh, it's Smoky's feast, come feel the beat. We're rocking hard, can't take a seat. Bangers on blast, the party's alive. On Rock Rage Radio, we thrive and dive. Dive and dive. We thrive.
What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, and it is time for another exciting episode of Smoky's Feast right here on Rock Rage Radio, and I am joined with one of the greatest Christian rock bands. As you guys are considered rock, right?
Yeah.
I would say rock.
Yeah.
You're up there with Stryper, like I was saying. But God Soldier is joining me right now on Smoky's Feast. Guys, how are you doing?
Great.
Right
We're
on.
doing fantastic.
Well, how's the weather? You guys are looking good? Doing good? You guys all
yeah.
ready?
Nice and sunny.
Definitely not too hot.
Well, that's good, man. So let's go ahead and let's start with the name of the band, God Soldier. Where did you guys originate from and everything?
Years and years ago, I was actually at my house with my parents, and I was praying about where God needed me to be, and as far as ministry goes. I was led to music, and one of the big things is all my biggest passion, like Skillet, Disciple, Seventh Day Slumber, 1,000 Foot Crutch. I mean, those are just a small group of bands that, have always been my favorites. And whenever I was praying, I was like, well, how, what am I supposed to call this group? I was given the name God Soldier. And the reason that name was given to us was because whenever you think of a soldier, you think of somebody who's gone through excruciating military training that is able to protect, defend what they're guarding, as well as protect and defend other people of their culture, as well as their civilization, their families, and so forth. And they take the biggest hits no matter what, and they keep getting up no matter what. And that's essentially what we are. We are called to be this ministry as God's soldiers, and we in our own personal lives have faced some of the biggest holes that I've heard from each one of my guys, and it's been a struggle, but yet we keep getting up on our feet no matter what. So with that, with the name God's Soldier, it just fit, and the more that I kept getting to know my guys and everybody, including in this group, it just brought it more and more to life.
Very cool, man. So let's go down the list of everyone, because I got the full band here. So let's go down the list and introduce your guys' self and tell everybody what you guys do in the band.
My name is Jeffrey Johnson. I am the lead vocalist of God's Soldier. I'm also the main lyricist in this group.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm Brandon Robbins, lead guitarist for God's Soldier, and God really just called me into music ministry years ago, and it's just a hunger that God has given back to me. I could say that because I played Christian rock band for years, and you know had fun times just seeing lives changed, and including my own, and play and worship God with guitar and rock it out. You know, love to rock out on guitar, but you know, all for the Lord and all for what He wants. And I love how you all got the name God's Soldier. You know, I love that He got that name, and that, you know, we're just a normal bunch of guys that just do what God told us to do with the talent that He has given us, and that's what we want to do, and that's, you know, bring to the nations, not only that, but to the Lord and to what He has for us.
Brandon is also our pastor.
The pastor of the band, huh?
Yeah, he whips us back in line when we get out.
Oh, watch out now.
I'll go next. I'm Craig Danner, drummer. I ended up getting with these guys here back in July. Through the years and stuff, I had tried to put my band together, and it never worked out. But beforehand, I traveled on the road for 8.5 years, playing country and southern rock music. And I ended up getting saved in 2018, and I laid it all down. I stopped. I didn't do it no more. And things me trying to do on my own time, like trying to put groups and stuff together like that, it never would work out. And I come to a conclusion one day that I don't need to do this on my time. I need to do it on God's time. And here, while just right out of the blue, there's a post that popped up. It was the first thing that popped up when I opened up my Facebook. And when it popped up, I ended up getting a hold of Jeff. And I talked to him, and things. Then come find out, Brandon just lives about 5 miles down the road from me, and he'd tried to put groups and stuff together in the past also. All through my life, had a talent that I've been a drummer for 44 years, and I used it all for the wrong reason. Like the name of one of the songs on the album, it's time for a change, and it was time for me to lay it all in God's hands and let Him deal with it and take it as it comes.
Oh, I'm James. I play bass, so it's only natural I follow the drummer. I had that big change back in 2014, I would say. I started a band called Night Divine, which was the first Christian rock band I ever played in. I played, in the Milwaukee metal scene before then, and it was quite a change. Learned a lot of things over the years, mainly how God is in control of everything with this whole ministry with Night Divine. And then one day I saw these guys, a song from these guys online, and yeah, that'd be fun to learn to play on bass. I put a video up, and Jeff contacted me, and after talking with him, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I've been experiencing. Because when you're playing Christian music, you have good times and bad times, and what God's Soldier is doing.
It's Matt Earls from Tazewell, Tennessee, and I'm going to be holding down guitar duties with Brandon, and I've done this for 25 years. I've been playing now, just all over, and it was finding the group was honestly an answered prayer, because I've done a lot of shows, a lot of gigs, a lot of styles over the years, for a lot of different reasons, be it, hey, we got to buy groceries this week, or just an ego show or whatever. And I grew up in a church. My mother was on staff in a church, and she was a children's director at a Baptist church here locally for years. And you fall out, and just grow away, it seems like, whenever your mind's not in the right place. And I've looking for a way to get back. I've really had it laid on me that this is, I need to find a way back into ministry somewhere, and you can only run for so long before it catches up with you. And I've never been a big Facebook scroller. And I opened Facebook one day, and that's why whenever Craig was talking, I was just like, hey, I'm not the only one. I opened it up. Second post on my feed was, hey, we need a guitar player. And I'm like, no way. And I got a hold of Jeff, and we started talking, and here I am now, after years of trying to ignore the call, it comes full circle and comes right back to you.
That's very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah. Well, that is the story of God's soldier. And we are blessed this hour as we have some unreleased tracks from you guys that we will be featuring on the show for your upcoming album. Tell us a little bit about it. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit.
I will give you the smallest amount of it. This album is my testimony as far as my walk with God. Between being saved as early as 10, I'd say, and falling off the wagon, getting back on it, falling off again, and just, just that back and forth thing. And like Matt had said, you can only run from it for so long. A couple months ago, I finally was like, you know what, I'm done running. And God had told me to finish what I had started. There's the two songs, actually, Tattoo and Change. We remastered them, redid them in the studio with Matt from Audio Oasis in Bristol. God love him. He was a God sent to us. That dude is a genius whenever it comes to putting stuff together. He's actually done all the producing, instruments, and actually helped, with some of the lyrics as well on some of the songs. But it's my struggles. It's my struggles in the beginning, and then whenever I finally gave it all back, that's whenever everything started coming into play, and that's whenever I found this group of men right here. I thank God every day for it. I mean, it has done immense things for us, and just the fact that we're able to do what we absolutely love and do it for the glory of God.
Very cool, man. Now we're about ready to get into Comfort Zone, which is the song that I found you guys from. And this song literally is in my daily playlist. It's even in my alarm clock, man. It gets me going daily. So tell us a little bit about this song and really elaborate on what the meaning of the song is all about.
Comfort Zone, all about you being in your mundane routine. Whenever you go through your life, you get set in a routine. And the Bible says that we're supposed to be called to be separate from the world. So whenever you get a mundane routine of doing everything that the world does, you don't think it's, major things or whatever, but you get stuck. You get stuck in a rut. And when God has a plan for your life and he wants you to do something even greater, even better, he's wanting you to get out of your comfort zone. And in the song, it talks about, breaking free of it and stepping out of that comfort zone, having a brand new breath of life and breaking free of the mundane and going after what God has set you in.
Well, here it is, Comfort Zone, right here on Smoky's Feast on Rock Rage Radio.
Coming out here to the world, I got a new walls are down, you know what to say when no one's around. You know what to do to make me go crazy, to think of the times when you were my baby. Hold my head above water. Hold me up when things get hard. Gasping for air. Remind me of times when I'm down on my knees, gripping my mind, took my sanity. These doubts in my mind are taking my peace. These tears in my eyes won't let me be free. Hold my head above water. Hold me up when things get harder. Gasping for air. Doubts, these doubts in my mind. Doubts, these doubts in my mind.
That was Doubt from God Soldier right here on Smoky's Feast. And tell us a little bit about that song as we are joined with the band of God Soldier. I love your guys' songs, man. I really do. They're so meaningful. Your lyrics are very powerful. So tell us a little bit about Doubt and what that song's all about.
Doubt is whenever you set, like the first song that was played, Comfort Zone, whenever you step into God's zone for you and you step out of the comfort zone, you're going to get hit with so much doubt that as soon as you step in and you give God control over your life, you're going to have so much doubt that the enemy starts throwing at you and in your ear and starts telling you all sorts of things. And the biggest interpretation for that I found was the story of Jesus walking on water. And I'm sure everybody knows this is the story of Jesus and Peter whenever he walked, Simon, whenever he walked on water. Jesus had called him out onto the water, and whenever Simon was walking, he was walking with Jesus. He was walking to Jesus, but whenever he looked at his surroundings, he started to sink. He started having that doubt come into play, and that's where the chorus comes into effect of, hold my head above water, pull me up when things get harder, gasping for air. When you are sinking in so much doubt and so much self-criticism, you need that helping hand to pull you up out of those hard times, to pull you out of your own mindset that you've gained into, and you're gasping for fresh air.
That's awesome. That is awesome, man. So how do you find the inspiration to write all this stuff? Because you write some pretty deep stuff, man.
Honestly, it's not all me. Everything that has been given on this album was basically led by the Holy Spirit, by God. I mean, I had a topic, and everything I would just let I would just let God flow. And that's where you had all the words come from in each one of these songs. And it touches so many people in so many different ways. And that's what's so amazing about it, because they connect to it on such a deep level that not a lot of other bands can even connect to.
Well, that's awesome that you write songs that way, because that's how I write sermons. It really is. I get a subject that the Lord gives me, and then I flow on with the subject that the Lord gives me.
So, do you guys implement any? I don't want to say preaching or anything, because it's not. It's the word. Do you guys implement it in your sets or anything like that?
Well, we actually do, or we actually, will. Starting to do some word and some things in with our sets whenever we're able, and we're wanting to do what's called my brain's not pulling right now.
Altar cries.
Cry sessions.
Basically, it's 35 minutes before or after every show that we do. That if we don't get to be able to bring the word into our show, we will do it before or after. So we can actually pray for people. We can give them a word from the word, and be able to minister and touch people's lives that way as well as through the music.
That's awesome. That is so cool that you guys can implement all that stuff into what you guys are bringing to the table, because I've listened to all the tracks that you guys have sent me, and I think Trust Me is by far one of my favorite songs right now. I can't wait for it to drop, man. I really can. So why don't we get into another track called Change? What is Change all about?
Change is exactly what it says. If you give your life to the Lord and you start living this life that you were called to, and you separate yourself from the world, it takes a major change. And in the song, it's saying, leave everything out the door. You won't find me anymore. It's talking about that old life that you had, and you're leaving it on the floor like luggage, and you're leaving it there. You're done with it, and you walk out of the door into a new type of life, into a new time of your life, and it's not even there. I mean, even the Bible, it says that whenever I will shelter you with Brandy, you're gonna have to help me out on here. I'm a little fuzzy. I will shelter you with my under the protection of my wings, and I will call you into a secret place.
Yes, I tried to help, but you got it.
Okay. So with that being said, whenever you walk away from that life and you are in that secret place and you are covered by the grace of God, the enemy's not going to be able to find you. He's not going to be able to touch you. You've left everything behind and left it at the feet of God, and you were starting brand new. That's your change.
Very cool. Well, let's go ahead. Let's get into it right here on Smoky's Feast. Change from God's Soldier.
Keep pushing on until you can't anymore. Tired of this dead-end job. I want something more. Done with the hard life, done with so much strife. Just one shot to make this right. Just one shot to prove I can keep going on. I need a change.
can't do this anymore.
What can't you do?
I've got all this stress.
Give it to me.
I feel like I'm gonna fail.
Let me help.
I've been let down so many times.
I'll always be there. Just trust me.
In a daze. Late at night when my thoughts feel they've been running for days. Do this or do that. I feel like I'm always under attack. Early morning when I open my eyes, searching for truth, but all I find is lies. Do this or do that. I feel like I'm always under attack. But you say trust me, even when you can't go no more. Trust me, even when troubles knock at your door. No matter what comes your way, too many times. You reached down and helped me rise. I've made mistakes in life. You came back every time. And everything keeps crashing down when my mind says you are not around. Somewhere in the silence I hear a familiar sound. But you say trust me, even when you can't go no more. Trust me, even when troubles knock at your door. No matter what comes your way, I will be there running when you call my name. Trust me. Just trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
That was Trust Me right here on Rock Rage Radio's Smoky's Feast. And guys, that is literally by far one of my favorite songs from you guys, especially in the beginning. I love the beginning part because, you know, there's a lot of people out there struggling, and sometimes they do feel alone. Sometimes they feel like nobody's there. So you want to talk to us a little bit about Trust Me and what that song is all about?
That song I actually got my dad in.
Oh, wow.
We did the analog or the dialogue for the intro, where it was whenever you have no idea what is going on in your life, whenever you built up so much stress on you, you don't have anywhere to go. And the fact that I was able to get him involved means so much that I don't think he'll ever be able to comprehend as how much be able to play that part as well. Trust Me actually just a couple days ago, I was actually let from my job, and I'm a car salesman, and I didn't sell enough cars for the dealership, and they let me go. And the whole ride home, I couldn't figure out what I was gonna do, and I started playing that song over and over and over and over, and listening to that first part of the first part of the song, and I was just in tears. I was in tears so much that I almost had to pull the car over because I was crying out to God to help me, to meet me in my time of need. And a couple days later, I went out and applied for another dealership position, and they actually hired me. So I'm starting over there now, and it's everything that you do whenever you do it in your life, you need to trust God. You have to trust Him to be able to provide, to be able to do what needs to be done.
That's awesome, man. So let's talk about your guys' live shows. How do you guys play live shows? I'm sure you guys do, right?
Haven't yet, because we were waiting on Matt.
No live shows yet. So where are your guys' locations? Are you guys looking into any live shows, playing any places, any churches? You know, you got a pastor right here in the band. Are you guys gonna play that venue anytime soon? How cool would that be during service or something, right? Right in the beginning? That'd be so awesome.
We've been talking to a few festivals. Brandon's actually talking to a couple of bands, as well as I am, in getting in regard to different shows. We have a couple of them, one of which is Center to Saint. They're out of Illinois. Or no, I'm sorry, they're out of Pittsburgh. And Center to Saints had found us as well, and they actually are so excited to do shows with us. They're wonderful guys. They are a wonderful, wonderful group of guys. And we are so excited to have them be a part of anything that we do, as well as a group called Johnny Wickoff in Illinois, and they are also excited to be able to do stuff with us as well. And all three of us, we're very ministry minded. Like we're all doing the same thing, just in different areas. We were supposed to play an event on the 28th, and unfortunately, you know, we had a bunch of stuff come up with conflicting schedules and everything to where we weren't able to. But Brandon actually is hosting the event, and he actually got another group to play over there, which we're going to build a connection with them as well to hopefully do future shows with them too. Brandon, you want to talk about that a little?
Yeah, so this event that I'm doing here in Richmond, Kentucky is called Risen Above Rock and Worship. And I got quite a few groups there. I actually only have one Christian rock band, but because we was going to be there and like you said, conflicting schedules and everything. But I got another Christian rock band to come, and that is 3 Days Under is the name of that band. And they're pretty good too. They're out of here in Kentucky, and they're going to be here, and that is on the 28th of this month, 20th of September, and it'll be an all-day event. And I'll actually have a Christian rapper there. I'll have a couple other worship bands, Christian rock band, and different. And so it's going to be an awesome event, and they're going to start releasing some more of the God Soldier stuff at the event as well. Still, you know, just not being able to play it yet until we get everything rolling.
Right. Well, that sounds cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. You guys got to live stream your first show, even if it doesn't sound good. I mean, you guys have church equipment, right? You can rent it. You can rent it out, right?
Oh, dude, we've had so many connections and doors open up to us. We've actually gotten in touch with one of Brandon's friends. This dude has state-of-the-art sound equipment, and he's wanting to join our team and provide all this stuff for us. I mean, we have had so many doors open for us. I'm not even kidding you, and we have been so blessed to be able to do this and to have the connections that we've been given so far, and we're so excited to see what God has for us.
Man, so let's go ahead and let's get into Heart of Stone. What is this track all about?
That one is a little bit of me in high school and throughout life. The basic rundown of it is love, and I've had my heart crushed and smashed into pieces so many times, and every time I would put it back together, I would get into another relationship, and it would get smashed again until finally I was like, you know what? I'm giving my heart to you. I'm giving my heart to God because I know that He'll never hurt me. And He rebuilt it. He refined it. And it's about being in a wandering place. In the beginning, it's about being in a wandering place and, you know, just just having that rebuilt. And even in the chorus, it says, in the second verse, picking up the pieces, sweeping up the ashes, throwing in the furnace before it collapses, and talking about having your heart being remade like a piece of armor or a piece of steel, and being reheated, treated, and reformed. And that's basically what it is.
Very cool.
I like Stone because the lyrics is awesome for sure. It's an awesome basic lyrics, and but I was able to. I was actually in the hospital while they were recording, and I sent two tracks, and that's the basic of the music for Heart of Stone. I sent 2 tracks that I had recorded on guitar, and that was the two basic parts in Heart of Stone.
Oh, wow. That's cool, man. A little bit of history for the song, man. I love it. Well, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Heart of Stone right here from God's Soldier on Smoky's Feast.
breaking through my skin. Another day, another high. I need to fight it tonight. Stress from work, bills are due. Wife and kids try to break through. I wanna fight, but this feeling's too nice. I'm begging, I'm pleading, I just need to break these chains that are holding me down. Take this pain, 'cause I don't know how. I need you to save me. One more time, I'm reaching out. Break these chains that are holding me down. This feeling sitting here, watching my screen appear. Click on the side and dive in, but deep inside I'm dying. These sounds and pictures on my eyes and ears. My history is my only fear. My mind is busy and my hands are tied. Lord knows I'm hypnotized. Break these chains that are holding me down. Take this pain, 'cause I don't know how. I need you to save me. One more time, I'm reaching out. Break these chains that hold me break these chains that are holding me down. Take this pain, 'cause I don't know how. I need you to save me. One more time, I'm reaching out. Break these chains down.
That was Break These Chains from God Soldier right here on Smoky's Feast. And I do have God Soldier hanging out with me. They've been hanging out with me the whole hour. And, man, by far, I love your guys' stuff, man. I really can't get enough of it. Break These Chains is your latest single that you just released, but you have a brand new album coming out. Talk to us a little bit about Break These Chains and the new album and everything.
So Break These Chains is actually the title track for the album. The album is called Break These Chains. Break These Chains is somewhat, it's actually the heart of the album, and it deals with the absolute darkest time in my life. With while I was in the military, I had I'm prior military as well as law enforcement as well. After I got out of the military, I was a pre-alcoholic. I didn't really dabble in drugs or anything like that, but while I was in the military, there was a very, very close incident where I had almost taken my own life. I had everything planned out. I was gonna leave, do it, and the major thing that stopped me was my brother and sister. I'm the oldest of three, and I didn't want to leave them in a world without me, because I mean, as the oldest, you're supposed to protect your younger siblings. You're supposed to protect them and be there for them no matter what. And Break These Chains talks about that. It talks about addictions that I've had with lust, which was a major one that I had, as well as just any addiction that you deal with, or anything going on in your life that the enemy has attached himself to, and it's letting God deliver you of it, and essentially just break the chains of the addiction, break the chains of what the enemy has hold on you.
That's so deep, man. It's so relatable too, because you know, a lot of people I've been seeing on TikTok lately, a lot of depressed people and everything else like that. And your music is so touching, man. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's I don't want to say different, but it's the positivity that, you know, this generation kind of needs. And I do truly believe that you guys are the next big thing, man. I really do. You guys need to keep on grinding, man. Now tell us about this new album you guys got coming out.
Well, the album that's coming out, like I said, is Break These Chains. We've only released three singles so far off of the album. The full album dropped this month, which we have a Facebook page and everything, as well as Instagram and TikTok. But we primarily focus more on Facebook because we have a lot more interactions and stuff, and we get a lot more positive feedback too. But it's the best way that we've found to let people know what we have coming up. We're dropping the album, like I said, this month, and we'll post updates as far as the date. We're supposed to be dropping it on the 30th, and the reason that we're doing it on the 30th and not a Friday, and this is a really important part for this album, is September 30th of 2020, I lost my grandfather. He was my absolute best friend. He taught me a lot of who I am and what it is to be a man. And every September, I have always associated that day with death. And one day while I was out on my back porch, I was praying. I was like, okay, you know, the album's done. When are we supposed to release it? And I was told the 30th because I associate that day with death. But God is going to reinstitute that day as a day of life.
Very cool. Well, I cannot wait for the album to drop, man. I am highly anticipating it. You guys have a pre-save or anything like that for it?
Yeah, we do all of our we do all of our stuff through DistroKid. Whenever I get everything situated on it, which should be in the next couple days, and taken care of, we'll have a hyperlink as well as a pre-save link that we'll post to the page, and that way people can go ahead and pre-save it, and then whenever it hits, they'll be able to get it there too.
Very cool. Now, if people want to go ahead and visit that website, where do people go?
Yeah, as far as Facebook, all you have to do is type in God Soldier, and it will actually have the album photo or album cover as our profile picture, and it is a man sitting on a church step wrapped in chains in a cloaked hood. That's the best that I can describe it, which I'll send you a link for it as well, so you can post it on your show so people can know where to find us too.
Yeah, most definitely. So we got 2 more tracks from you guys, and before we let you go and everything else like that, I do want to know the meaning of these songs, man. Tattoo is the name of the track that we're going to jump into, and then Flame On. So you want to talk to us a little bit about Tattoo? It's unreleased, so this is the first time people are hearing it, and I'm very excited for it. So let's talk a little bit about it.
Tattoo is one of the remasters that we did, just like Change. I had originally recorded that one as well as Change in Florida in a little studio in Lake City. And Tattoo is, so the backstory on that song is I was in the shower, just, you know, in my own little zone, just spraying and everything. And I actually wanted a new tattoo. I've got 4. But I wanted a new tattoo, and God was talking to me, and he's like, well, you know, here's the design for it. And I was like, okay, well, tattoo is something something, whenever you get a tattoo, it's something permanent. You can't remove it without, laser surgery. That's the only, medical way to remove it, right? And with that being said, God's love is permanent, like a tattoo. So whenever you have accepted him and whenever you let his love pour into your life, it's permanent. I mean, you're not going to lose that love.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. And then Flame On is the last track that we're going to be playing. So what is that track all about?
That one, the backstory on that one actually happened in a church years and years ago. And I was receiving prayer from one of my pastors, Logan Griffin. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, I've never heard this before, talking about a word from God. He's like, I've never heard this before. And he says, God talks to us in all sorts of different ways that we can relate and understand him best. And he was saying, well, something to do. He was like, well, he's talking to me about like a superhero. I was like, a superhero? And he's like, yeah, the Fantastic Four? I said, yeah. He says, well, God's fixing to reignite you. He's fixing to reignite your passion, and you have to activate it. I was like, well, how do I activate this? And he said, say the word. When I said the words of flame on, I'm not joking with you, and I literally looked and I saw flames envelop my body. And it was just like the movie, the Human Torch. He says his catchphrase of, flame on, and he just poof, there's the flames. And it's reignition of what's there, of the coals that have turned into embers, and you say that word through faith and it reignites that fire.
That's awesome, man. You guys are so inspirational, man. You guys really are. Like I said, you're up there with Striper. I listen to Striper all the time, man. I'm not ashamed of saying it, but you guys are right up there with them, man. You guys are one of the most passionate Christian bands that I've ever talked to, man. So you guys, bravo. If anyone wants to go ahead and reach you one more time, where do we go? We go God Soldier on Facebook, Instagram.
God Soldier on Facebook, Instagram, God Soldier 1992.0, as well as TikTok. All 3 links I'll send to you so you can post to it. Y'all can follow us there, see all of our content, which if you message us on the page, you're going to be talking to me or Brandon. We're the admins of it, and we will reach out to every single one of you, let you know how much we appreciate your support, and let you know that we love every single one of you just as God does.
Very awesome. Well, I want to say thank you guys for taking time out of your day and, hanging out with me for a full hour and getting to know you guys, getting your story out there and all that other good stuff, man. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into it. And as always, remember, enjoy yourself a rolled one and a cold one. Do it responsibly, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
On my skin, there's new scars I can't hide. These memories that never seem to fade from my mind. Waking in the dead of night, tears streaming down my eyes. I can't seem to escape the torment hidden in disguise. The scars of my past, I need a love that lasts. Knock me down, won't drag me down. Show me a love that lasts. Need new lines, need new colors, all original, not like the others. Need to feel your presence in this room. A new heart, a new name. I need a change, I'm tired of being the same. Will you make it permanent, permanent? Like a tattoo. Marks on my skin, like a story to be told. burn it all down. Burn it all, burn it all, burn it all now. Burn it all, burn it all, burn it all down. Burn it all,